Hello everyone and welcome back to the Adore Beauty YouTube channel. My name is Amelia if we haven't met before. In today's video we're going to be doing some fun makeup. We are going to be doing some colourful graphic eyeliner looks. I've noticed that this year and last year people have been playing a lot more with colourful eyeliner. I've been seeing it everywhere and I think that's largely in part to the fact that we have to wear masks outdoors, and so we can't really take advantage of wearing bright colored lips or anything kind of like fun on our cheeks. So we are taking advantage of the feature that is popping out the most, and that is the eyes. So I'm going to take you through some of my favorite products and some really simple graphic looks to kind of spice up your eye makeup routine. So let's get started. So the first look that we're going to do is what I like to call a floating liner. And that is basically where we create a sort of contoured or like socket eye kind of look with just one liner. It's a really fun way to give your eyes some shape. So the eyeliner that I'm going to use is the Metal Slicks liner from Napoleon Purtis. So I have a few different colors to choose from, but I think I'm going to go with one called Money Honey. And what I have on my eyes at the moment is just a little bit of bronzer, so like a soft natural wash of color, and then I have some mascara on. So taking the eyeliner, on my lid, you can see that my crease is quite little. So I'm gonna go a fair bit above so that I'm going right in between basically my lash line and my brow. And we're gonna take that all the way across. I like to follow kind of the shape of my brow because I feel like that just gives it a little bit more cohesion. Is that the right word? And if your arm is tired and you kind of just like how it looks like this, you can actually leave it because I think that's really kind of fun on its own, but I'm just going to connect it to my top lash line. And this could also be a really fun way to finish off a colorful eye look. So if you were wearing like colorful eyeshadow, you could use this metallic liner as like a finishing off step. And that is the final eye look. That is your floating eyeliner. I just popped a little bit of extra brown shadow just to kind of help clean up that line. So that is one look. Now let's move on to the next one. I'm going to be doing 2 triangles on the outer corner of the eye and then one on the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to be using another product from Napoleon Purtis, and this is their Sketch Pot gel liner, and it's in the shade Tango, which is this really beautiful metallic crimson shade. So that's it there. The brush that I'm going to be using is this angled one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's double-ended, it's got a spoolie on the end. What you want to do is take a little bit of the liner, and you can use the cap as your palette, and that will allow you to get a lot of the product kind of really sandwiched onto the brush. And this makes the product really nice and even. So we're starting with the outer corner first. So then once you've done that top part of the wing, you're going to take it down to the lower lash line. So then now we're going to take another triangle and draw it directly outside of the first one. And then I stop the line just where my crease is. And then I'm just going to take a darker color and define just in here. Just going to put that little triangle in the inner corner just to really finish it off. Okay, and that is the final eye look done. Okay, this next look is another floating liner look, but we are going to be doing like polka dots or little dots. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil, and this is a really fun like midnight blue sort of shade. And this one is really easy. So basically you're just going to be starting just above the crease, and you're just going to do one little dot, maybe a bigger dot. you're just going to be taking the dots and then basically drawing kind of like around the shape of your eye. And ideally you want them to be evenly spaced because that just looks a lot neater. And then I'm just going to do one last dot here. And I think that is really, really fun and really easy. That took what, like 30 seconds, maybe less? I mean, a minute maybe. And that is the finished eye look. Super simple, really fun, but really effective as well, despite how little time it took. And you can use any colored eyeshadow to create this look. Like obviously with this navy blue cobalt color, it is very safe, but I definitely think you could pick a more bright color and yeah, just have some fun with it. But yeah, that's that look done. Okay, so those are a few fun, colorful eye looks to spice up your makeup look. I hope you enjoyed those looks and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in another one soon.